is better to lose your pride with someone you love rather than to lose that someone you love with your useless pride. Work first and then rest. If the thing is impossible, you need not trouble yourselves about it. If possible, try for it. Every increased possessions loads us with a new weariness. Give a little love to a child, and you get a great deal back. You may either win your peace or buy it. Win it by resistance to evil. Buy it by compromise with evil. Endurance is nobler than strength, and patience than beauty. Kind hearts are the garden, kind thoughts are the roots, kind words are the blossoms, kind deeds are the fruit. What is the cheapest to you now is likely to be the dearest to you in the end. A thing is worth what it can do for you, not what you choose to pay for it. Do not think of your faults, still less of others' faults. Look for what is good and strong and try to imitate it. Your faults will drop off like dead leaves when their time comes. When love and skill work together, expect a masterpiece. Living without an aim is like sailing without a compass. What we think or what we know or what we believe is in the end of little consequence. The only thing of consequence is what we do. Depend upon it. The first universal characteristic of all great art is tenderness, as the second is truth. A little thought and a little kindness are often worth more than a great deal of money. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness come upon you. If you want knowledge, you must toil for it. If food, you must toil for it. And if pleasure, you must toil for it. Toil is the law. Obey something and you will have a chance to learn what is best to obey. But if you begin by obeying nothing, you will end by obeying the devil and all his invited friends. When you pay too much, you lose a little money, that is all. When you pay too little, you sometimes lose everything, because the things you bought is incapable of doing the thing it was bought to do. He who can take no interest in what is small will take false interest in what is great. To make your children capable of honesty is the beginning of education. It is advisable that a person know at least 3 things: where they are, where they are going, and what they had best do under the circumstances. He who has truth at his heart need never fear the want of persuasion on his tongue. Man's only true happiness is to live in hope of something to be won by him. It is not how much one makes, but to what purpose one spends. Whenever I did anything wrong, stupid, or hard-hearted, and I have done many things that were all three, my mother always said, "It is because you were too much indulged." All you have really to do is to keep your back as straight as you can and not think about what is upon it. The real and essential meaning of virtue is that straightness of back. Do not think it wasted time to submit yourselves to any influence which may bring upon you any noble feeling. One of the worst diseases to which the human creature is liable is its disease of thinking. The plea of ignorance will never take away your responsibilities. The first condition of education is being able to put someone to wholesome and meaningful work. In order that people may be happy in their work, these three things are needed. They must be fit for it. They must not do too much of it, and they must have a sense of success in it. Much of the character of every man may be read in his house. Quality is never an accident. It is always the result of intelligent effort. The best work never was and never will be done for money. In every person who comes near you, look for what is good and strong. A man is one whose body has been trained to be the ready servant of his mind, whose passions are trained to be the servants of his will, who enjoys the beautiful, loves truth, hates wrong, loves to do good, and respect others as himself. When we build, let us think that we build forever. You can only possess beauty through understanding it. All great and beautiful work has come of first gazing, without shrinking into the darkness. A little group of wise hearts is better than a wilderness full of fools. No good work whatever can be perfect, and the demand for perfection is always a sign of a misunderstanding of the ends of art. That man is always happy who is in the presence of something which he cannot know to the full, which he is always going on to know. I am almost sick and giddy with the quantity of things in my head, all tempting and wanting to be worked out. The secret of language is the secret of sympathy, and its full charm is possible only to the gentle. I believe the first test of a truly great man is in his humility. The principle of all successful effort is to try to do not what is absolutely the best, but what is easily within our power and suited for our temperament and condition. To banish imperfection is to destroy expression, to check exertion, to paralyze vitality.